Remember I mentioned how Mark was a natural at chemicals, and when he worked for that chemical company, how he could make compounds. Well, his skill probably came from candy making. I've been married to my wife for 35 years, 36 this summer, dated for 4, and all I ever heard about was Mark's fudge and how perfect it was. I don't think I ever had a chance to sample it myself, but his was the benchmark. Actually, it should have been a pretty high bar, because in the 39 years I've known my wife, anytime I've got her fudge, no matter what the quality, no matter what the price, no matter what the brand, there's always a moment of, this is just not as good as Mark's. I don't know if he passed on that fudge making ability to his children. I hope he did, because for my wife, he was the benchmark when it came to making candy, especially his fudge. I have my business. I get to hear a lot of family stories and traditions. There's one, Miss Rita, her family, they're Italian, so for Christmas it's the secret family recipe of Italian meatballs for Christmas dinner. And I think that's absolutely cool. And I've lived in Italy for a couple of years, so I can really appreciate that family tradition, and so this year it was time to pass on the secret family recipe, and her daughter made the meatballs and got a big thumbs up from her mom, Rita, that she'd done it perfectly. I think those things are neat. Be able to have those kind of family traditions that can get passed down, and those secret family recipes. Let me let you have a little scan here. Been climbing for quite a ways. We had a descent there, and then it's a 3.5 mile climb up the max patch. Some of this has been pretty steep. The steepest part I didn't dare record. Y'all probably would have thought I was getting ready to meet my maker because of my huffing and puffing. But coming out and doing this and walking in the woods, it really is, I don't know if I want to say it's therapeutic for me, but it's making me feel alive. Had a friend 4 years ago, the Dude is his trail name, because he looked like Bo Bridges from The Big Lebowski by the time he got to Harper's Ferry. He said, if you're going to hike the trail, you better like yourself, because there's a lot of time spent with nobody but just you. And that is true. But today I do this for Mark, because this is his day. Spending some time thinking about him, which has been good, because I haven't even thought about any of my elements today. Anyway, that was just a thought I wanted to share with you about having family traditions and having skills that, you know, are worth passing on to your family members. If you're good at fixing pipes, teach your kids to fix pipes. If you're good at baking bread, teach your kids to bake bread. And man, if you get one of those killer cinnamon roll recipes, man, teach your kids how to make the killer cinnamon rolls. And if you got that secret family recipe for meatballs, man, don't hold back. Don't wait till it's too late. Pass it on. Teach them. You know, use that to develop those family bonds and family ties. If you're one of those kids out there and, you know, there's that secret family recipe for borscht, take some responsibility. Go forward to Grandma and say, Grandma, I want to learn how to fix borscht the old world way. Teach me. Take some responsibility there. Use it as an opportunity to bond with your grandparents. You know, we're all not gonna live forever, you know. Share some things. In a way, I kind of hope that the legacy of these videos will live on for a little while. That's one thing that my family always did. Take pictures in movies. We've got those old, you know, 8mm movies that, and my dad's painstakingly digitized them. And my dad's, by the way, is in his 80s, and he is more of a whiz at a computer than I will ever be, or even my kids will ever be. But, you know, don't be afraid to preserve family memories and things like that. All right. Probably we'll meet you next up at, so get ready to summit Max Patch.